I'm going to make a very bold claim. These two tools have completely changed the way in which I learn languages. One of them lets you generate realistic phrases that you'd actually hear in real conversation with a native speaker. Then the other tool lets you practice these phrases out loud by speaking with an AI until it feels completely natural. Now, individually, these tools are useful, but combined, that's when it gets insane. Anyway, let me show you how it works. Okay, so the first tool is called Claude. You might have heard of it before, like ChatGPT basically. So my goal here is to ask it to give me a list of phrases that are like common conversational that I would hear from a native speaker and that I would be able to say back to a native speaker. Create a list of common phrases that I would use in Spanish if I'm an English person wanting to practice conversation in Spanish. My interests are sport, I like going to the gym, I like doing outdoor activities, and I like traveling. Now I'm actually using a speech to text tool that I find just super useful rather than typing, but that's what it is. And also obviously I've put my interests here, but you can put whatever you want. And obviously the more detail you put, the more it'd be suitable for you. Or you could even start with a scenario like going to a restaurant or ordering at a bar. So here we go, you can see a list here and it's giving me different categories to click. So you can click gym, sport or all. So as I scroll down now, you can see different categories: gym, outdoor activities. So if you're very early on in language learning and you don't know what to say, these are perfect for you, at least as a starting point. Okay, so once you've got your list of phrases, that takes me on to the second part, which is this AI platform. Full disclosure, I made it based on learning languages for 13 years. And the main goal of it is to have conversations despite making grammatical errors, because the AI persona forgives you essentially. They know what you're talking about, so you feel good when you're practicing, and that's the whole point. So as you can see here, you can see what do you want to talk about. I can select a few of these. Now on the onboarding process, it asks me what I like and don't like, so it's based on that as well. So let's have a look at this one. I'll select that. And then how long do you want to talk? And also if you want to, you can select your own topic. Just type in, I want to talk about X, Y, Z. So now it's loading, ready to get into it.
Hola James, qué bueno hablar contigo. Hoy quiero preguntarte algo. ¿Cuál es tu época favorita del año para ir a la playa?
And now, as you can see, it's a conversation between the AI and yourself, basically. Now you can turn the full English translations on or off, depending on how much you want to push yourself. And also, I don't have to reply straight away, so there's less pressure. Well, firstly, over here, I've made it so that if you don't know what to say, you've got suggested responses. So you can see a list here of potential responses that it thinks you want to say, and that's based on the last thing that the AI has said. And if you still don't know what to put, you can type in here, car, and it'll come up and it'll show you, coche, and I can listen to it.
Coche.
Same with these here, I can listen to how it sounds.
Me gusta el verano porque es caluroso.
Perfect, cool. So if I didn't really know how to pronounce it, I can have a listen and then go from there. Right, so now I'm going to reply and see what happens. Me gusta el verano porque es caluroso.
Sí, claro, el verano tiene mucha energía, ¿verdad? A mí también me gusta el calor en la playa. ¿Prefieres una playa muy tranquila o con mucha gente y ambiente?
So now it's time to think again. Prefiero ir a una playa con rocas grandes. And then I just tap to send and it'll send it and it'll reply shortly.
Ah, sí, las playas con rocas grandes son especiales. Tienen algo diferente. Creo que tú tienes una playa favorita, sí, ¿no? ¿Es la misma playa que visitaste antes? ¿La que está un poco lejos?
Anyway, I'm going to end that session now. Cool, so you can see here, there's a little summary about how you did in the session. It says what you did well, where you could improve, and it also gives you a plan for next session. So next session, try doing X, Y, Z. So a lot of people like a plan going forwards. And for this bit, this is one of the reasons why I made this platform, because when you're doing weights or when you're doing something else, you can track your sets, you've got numbers to go off. Whereas with language learning, it's hard to know, oh, am I better than last week or last month? So on here, there's 4 different metrics that it measures for every session. So it really depends what your goal is. If it's to be accurate for grammar, you can see how you compared, and also fluency and speed, things like that. And that means that over time you can see your progress, and then that motivates you in the long term. And this is your main dashboard. So you can see the recent sessions. This is every single call that you've done, and you can see the feedback on there as well. You can also see that the platform learns about you. Now, every new user who joins the platform gets 30 minutes or half an hour of free practice time. But what you can do as well is top up, and it costs £2.50 every 15 minutes, and you can add as many as you want to, depending on how long you want to practice for. So really, there's no monthly fee or ongoing commitment. But anyway, that's what I wanted to share with you today. The Claude tool to find out useful phrases if you're a beginner, and this tool to practice what you're learning and to actually have conversations with AI personas that sound human. But what I'll do is I'll put a link in the description for this platform, so you can give it a try, have half an hour of talking time for free. But anyway, that is it for today. See you later.